And very welcome back here to gorgeous County Sligo. We're at the Radisson Blue Hotel. We're now going to look at arts and crafts around Sligo. I'm joined by Rachel Quinn and Annie West, illustrator, who we'll get to in just a moment, if you don't mind. But we're going to start with you, Rachel. We're going to look at some of your work, but we're going to talk about Made in Sligo. What is that?
Well, basically Made in Sligo is a craft collective of 15 makers, and we all came together. I suppose we all have very small little businesses, so it's very hard to get to everything. But as a group of 15 then, you can go to agencies, you can look for funding, you get included in everything once you band together. So it's been really, really successful.
Strength in numbers. So yeah, for people coming as a tourist or as a visitor to Sligo, where will they find these ranges?
Well, most of us are actually rural-based businesses. There's a couple in town, in Sligo town, but you'll find our map everywhere. We have the Made in Sligo craft trail. So there's a little map and you can come around and visit us all and maybe get a cup of coffee here.
Brilliant. And will you find that at Sligo Tourism?
Yeah. It'll be in all the hotels as well. Everywhere.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so that was our plan, like that joint marketing basically, to let people know where we are. It's very hard to do that as an individual small business though.
Yeah. As I say, strength in numbers. And if people are around this weekend, you have a festival going on at the moment.
Yeah, we've had the Lily and Lolly Craft Fest, which were Yeats' sisters, the Forgotten Sisters, but they were huge in the crafts movement. And it's a great link for Sligo. I didn't know the story myself. Well, I'm not from Sligo, but even I don't think Sligo people are aware of that link. They're amazing too.
Lily and Lolly, I've never heard of them.
But they're Susan and Elizabeth, I think, but the brothers called them Lily and Lolly. And one was, she set up Coola Press, which was a huge achievement, and the other girl did embroidery and had an embroidery school. So they more or less, I think, bankrolled the boys in their early years.
A little bit of girl power, so people can check that out.
Yeah, well, we'll be in town doing demonstrations on Saturday in Sligo town, and there's been Una Burke came and gave a master class, and Glenn Lucas, so it's been a really busy week, and it's great for craft in Sligo.
Brilliant. Well, let's have a look at some of the work, and we're going to start with your own, my choice, not yours. This is your ceramics.
Yep, so it's all basically raku-fired ceramics. So raku, basically you take it out at 1,000 degrees and you put it into sawdust. So this black here is actually smoke penetrated into the clay, and the copper then rises to the surface because it's starved of oxygen. It's quite an arduous process, but I just love the effect of it. Can't get away from it.
Looks amazing. So you have this big... Is it an oven?
Yeah, big kiln. So yeah, you take it out at red hot, you big suit on and tongs, and you take it out and put it into sawdust, and then you leave it to cool. But all these colours, you just can't achieve them unless you're doing raku. It's an ancient Japanese technique.
Wow, what an incredible thing! What an incredible process. Yeah. And each one is obviously individual.
They're all handmade, individually.
All unique.
Handmade,
You won't be able to make one exactly the same.
No, but I suppose they're really based on like the Sligo landscape, and this is Maeve and Alil in the background, and like, I think one in every 7 tombs of the megalithic tombs in Ireland is in Sligo. And not being from here, when you arrive, you can't get over. Like, it's just everywhere, and people here take it for granted. But as an outsider, it's amazing.
Great.
Come to Sligo.
So you've been really inspired here.
Yeah.
Now, this next piece, this is a great story. The artist behind this.
Yeah, Michael Quirk, he's actually not in the network, but he's a serious character in Sligo, and anybody who comes to Sligo should visit him. He's actually in town. His family were originally butchers, and then he went into the wood carving. He's at it a long time now, but his depth of knowledge he has on the mythology is something else.
Brilliant.
And he'll chat away to you all day long if you go and talk.
He knows everything, and he then
really
carves that into the wood. And what about Martina Hamilton here?
And Martina Hamilton is a jeweller, and she runs the Cat in the Moon craft shop, which is a great showcase for all Sligo crafts. Like, she really supports Sligo craft. She would be in our network with us. So she's away at the moment in Japan, actually, promoting Sligo as a destination and promoting Yeats. So we had a film made last year, Made in Sligo film, and she got it translated into Japanese, so she's over there doing her bit at the moment.
Wow, great. It's good that you're flying her flag. Rachel, thanks very much. I'm going to move over here to Annie West, illustrator. You're very welcome this morning. So Annie, you've drawn some pictures. Yeats is a big character in your illustrations.
Yes, I spent a lot of time in school learning about Yeats and didn't enjoy it at all, and I haven't really got any interest in poetry of any description, but one of the things that I did take an interest in was his personal life, which...
Maud Gone, you really stick the knife in there with his constant...
He was, if you were to describe him by today's standards, he'd be quite annoying, really. So the fact that he proposed to Maud Gone 4 times, and she turned him down 4 times, and then he proposed to her daughter, and she turned him down as well. I thought this was far too funny to leave.
So yeah, we've
the
seen
history
some of the
book.
pictures come up on screen. That's what you really play on.
Yes.
And that makes it more enjoyable. I hope some of the school kids get to see it.
Oh, they do. I go around some of the schools and we discuss the whole business of Yeats and his life. And I'm more interested in the people who are doing the writing rather than the actual writing,
Yeah.
which is probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's interesting at the same time.
And you have a good picture of Vincent Brown as a baby.
I watch Vincent Brown every night, and he got into a very heated argument at one stage with a guest, and the guest refused to answer the question. And as Vincent does, he kept asking him to answer the question, and I just shot off a drawing really quickly and threw it up on Twitter. And it was well received.
Well,
I'm
we'll
not
have
sure
to
what
get a
Vincent
copy
thought
to
of
him
it.
because your illustrations are in some very famous houses: Tom Cruise, Angelina Jolie. So Annie West, thank you very,
Thank
very
you
much for coming.
indeed. Thank
Now
you.
it's back to studio.